Okay, hey y'all, it's Michelle, and
I'm Sandy.
so for anyone that has been watching our channel for a while now, you know that I have been doing Weight Watchers, and I post almost weekly videos, just updating you all on my progress. But what you haven't known is that my sister has also been doing the program. We've been working the program a little bit differently. So what we wanted to do is come here and just tell you all about our experiences and tell you all about our results over 6 months, because we have each just reached our 6-month point. So I started the program on November 13th, and as of the last time I went in to weigh, which has actually been over a week, I was at 27 pounds.
And I started the program on November 14th. So today is actually my 6-month anniversary. And I have lost 25 pounds exactly.
So what we did differently, I actually worked the program in the traditional way with going into weekly meetings, and I tracked using both my phone, the app, using the online tools, using the app on the phone, using the Weight Watchers website when I was, in a place where that was most convenient, and I also used my journal. I used my journal to track my foods, as well as I took advantage of the notes pages just to jot down, thoughts and feelings at different random points, just to keep me, whatever I needed to do to keep myself on track. So I went to meetings almost every week, and meetings are about 30 minutes. I would get there maybe 20 minutes beforehand and weigh in and do my shopping, buy any Weight Watchers snacks and treats that I wanted, and then sit, and we had like a little, people just kind of mingle until the leader started the session. And it was just, what I enjoyed about that was being able to hear the experiences of other people and also get ideas for different foods to eat. That's where I learned about the Halo ice cream. I learned about cauliflower rice in the meetings, and it was also just a great source of support, just being in a room of, people that you get to know week by week, and, know what they're going through just in their life and different events that they had coming up, and then coming back the next week to see, how they did, and just get the encouragement from the leader, and also getting like the weekly handouts, the pamphlets, just with different things to stay on program, keep you on target, and keep you motivated. So that's what I really liked about going into the center and doing the program. What I did not like about it was really just one thing, and that's the cost. For me here in my state, in North Carolina, doing the full program using the online tools and the meeting, it's about $43, $44 per month until you reach lifetime. And then when you reach lifetime, then you don't have to pay, as long as you go in once a month and stay within 2 pounds of your goal. One of the advantages, back to the advantages, is doing the program in the traditional way. You do get to reach that lifetime goal and not have to pay, and continue on the program for life. So that's pretty much my summary of how I work the program.
Okay. And I did the virtual program. So I did everything online. I never went to a meeting. I signed up online. I used the app that they have where you can track all of your food. You can search for restaurants. You can search for recipes. You can actually talk to people if you want to do that. I actually did not do that, but they do, through the app, have a support line for you if you need that. The reason that I made the decision to do everything virtually is because Weight Watchers is really a change of lifestyle, and so I needed it to have the most minimal impact on my life as possible, because that way I knew I could be consistent. And so for me to say that I would commit to going to a meeting every week, that would have been hard for me to do. My level of commitment wasn't there to do that plus eat right, so I did everything online. And it actually worked for me, because having the app, it reminds you every day, like if you forget to track a meal or something, you'll get an alert that'll pop up and say, hey, you didn't track breakfast or whatever. Yeah, it'll do that. I don't get the alert often, because one of the ways that I've stayed on the program and been consistent with it is that when I wake up in the morning, I actually plan out everything that I'm going to eat for the day, which takes a lot of discipline. It really does. So I would look at, okay, this is what I'm going to have for breakfast. This is so many points, and figure out lunch and dinner, whatever that would be, down to the bedtime snack, because I got 30 points a day. And so if I didn't do that and you didn't think about it, you could blow your points allowance for the day in the early morning and not be able to eat in the afternoon. So that was important for me to be able to do that. But my point was that, the app keeps you honest in that you must track 3 meals a day, or it will give you a reminder. The online program is also half of the cost of the going into the meetings, the traditional membership. And I will preface this by saying, when I joined, it was a benefit through my job also when I joined there. So my pricing might be a little different just based on that. So I will say, if you have a health and wellness program through your job, you might want to check that, because that was something I really didn't even know that that I had that benefit. So I found that out, and I was able to benefit from that. What else? I never used the support line that they have through the app, but I did watch my sister's videos every week where she talked about her meetings. So I had the benefit of learning about some of the snacks, low calorie snacks and things like that you can eat. So that was very helpful. Another thing that I did is worked out. I would go to the gym on a regular basis and do some weights, some strength training, and some cardio. Not consistently and not for the whole 6 months, but for the most part, I was pretty consistent with going at least a couple times a week and doing that to kind of help with the journey.
A couple of things I wanted to point out is that I do, like when you mentioned, needing the program to be, realistic for your lifestyle and not having, wanting to commit to going to the meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think that for me, at the point that I joined, I was at more of an emergency level when I walked in. And so at that point, I really did need to, first of all, I needed to weigh in front of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want to just weigh at home. I needed that accountability. Even though I was doing it for me, I needed that weekly accountability. When you reach a critical point, and everyone's different, but yeah, I think that was the difference. I was probably more at a more critical point.
Mm-hmm. One thing, I'm sorry.
And then now I have a scale, because for years I didn't have a scale. Mm-hmm. So now I do have a scale, and I do weigh myself regularly. And in terms of the cost, that's why I'm really trying to get to Lifetime, because no, I don't want to go to a meeting every week. That's not what I want to do on my Saturday mornings either, because Saturday is literally the only morning I get to sleep in. And it gets tiring to just go week in and week out and get up at the same time every day. Yeah. So, but I can commit to going once a month. I do want to do that. So yeah, that's why I really want Lifetime. The other thing is that exercise. I did not exercise. I won't say I didn't exercise at all, because I do walk my dog. Now, it's not cardio, but I do move for, I would say, 30 to 40 minutes a day. I do move. So that had to have accounted for something, but no, I did not exercise. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't exercise, because even though I've lost the weight, I don't feel strong, and that's why I know I need to exercise, just to get that strength. So I don't say, like my mom is always asking, oh, don't you feel better since you lost the weight? And no, I don't, because the same things that hurt me before still hurt, and still ache. So I do need to exercise.
One other thing that I wanted to mention is when you said that you were at emergency state, I was as well. Not only the weight, bless you, not only the weight, but also medically. So I have high blood pressure. It's hereditary. My mom got it at a very young age. My sister has it. I have it. So, and I've been on blood pressure medication since I was early 40s. And I was about to have to go on another blood pressure medication, an additional medication, and I really did not want to be on an additional medication. So that was what really motivated me to go ahead and start a program and try to get the weight off and see if I'm able to avoid having to go on. My parents are in the background having a discussion. See if I can avoid going on a third medication, basically. And so I was able to dodge that bullet. My blood pressure is now under control. Without having to add the additional medication, and that's with a 25-pound weight loss. So I am very, very happy about that. And now I'm almost at goal. I probably want to lose about another 5 pounds or so, and really, really increase the exercise and see if I can get off of the existing medication that I'm on, or at least kind of taper it down a little bit. So. And you've had a similar result.
Yeah. I about almost 2 months ago, because I was on have been on blood pressure medication for many years as well, and almost 2 months ago, I just kind of stopped taking my blood pressure medication. Just, I kind of did a step down myself. It was not doctor approved, and I don't recommend everybody doing that, but I just wanted to see if it had any impact on my blood pressure. And I do have a blood pressure cuff at home, and I started taking mine at home regularly, multiple times a day, just to start, so that when I went to the doctor, I would be able to give her my readings so she could see what was going on. So I went to the doctor this past week, and she was very impressed with my results. I took in my readings and was able to compare the results from my blood pressure cup to the in-office cup. Mine was a little bit lower, but she was not at all concerned about the difference in the readings. She said that for the amount of time that I had been off the medication, that my blood pressure would have spiked even with my at-home cup by now. So I did all my blood work on Friday. Haven't gotten the results of that to look at all my other levels, blood sugar and cholesterol and all that. But she at this point told me to not go back on the blood pressure medication, and we'll just continue to monitor it. She did tell me to stop taking my blood pressure so much. Did I tell you that?
Yes. But you and Mom both need to probably follow that.
Yeah, she said stop taking it so much, just every other day or so. But I really just wanted to have a lot of proof when I went into the doctor, said, hey, these are my readings, and it's fine at home. So yeah, so as of now, I'm not on it. She said that even if she said, looking at these readings, I would not give someone with these readings, put someone like you on blood pressure medication. And I was on 10 milligrams. She said, even if it started to creep up, you would be on a much lower dose, maybe 2.5 milligrams, or even, just a diuretic or something like that to start. But for now, I'm not on blood pressure medication. So I'm excited about that. I had just refilled a 90-day supply, so I'm not happy about that.
Well,
but
we need to talk about what you were on.
Oh, yeah. Right. Is that legal? But, yeah, anyway. Yeah, I have a full 90-day supply.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, the bottom line is Weight Watchers, and this, we're not sponsored by Weight Watchers, but just have really had tremendous results from working the program. And what we found basically is that you can get the same results whether you do it online or go into the meetings. It just depends on yourself personally and your commitment to it. So highly recommend anybody that's thinking about it. I've tried so many different things for weight loss over the years, and Weight Watchers is really the only one that I have found that works for me. Yeah,
me too. And I'm looking at the timer because we are very limited on time. But where do we go from here? So for me, I'm just trying to get to Lifetime as quickly as possible. Yeah, like ASAP. I need to get to Lifetime, and I need to lose 5 more pounds for myself to get some cushion.
Same with me. So we're at 6 months today, and maybe another month I should be at the goal, and then it'll just be about maintaining.
Yep. Okay. So thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.